Hello there, everybody. It is me, No Name Momentum and Spore, back with Rule the Waves 3 as France in December of 1955. It's been a couple months since I've recorded an episode for this. I've just felt fatigued for a while and was also distracted, but mostly fatigued. And yeah, just wasn't getting videos done. I did try a Kerbal live stream. I don't think I'm doing those for a while until I can upgrade the CPU on this machine. Because CPUs are like really outdated at this point, and sure, like Kerbal's an older game than that CPU, but like with how modded I have Kerbal, it's a problem. So how things are, I know that the game's undergone a couple updates since we're on version 1.00 point or point 40. Um, and there's definitely been changes. Okay, so we do have a brilliant in charge of Mistral right now, which is fine. Um, I think I can only get averages on these ships, so I'm gonna grab an average from the 10th destroyer, and then probably an average from. I don't want that. Yeah, we'll grab a couple averages for those ships. Okay, so then I want to go to division editor, assign new commanders. And get a captain to frigate. And do we have any unknowns? We do not have any unknowns available. Actually have to get a below average. Or we take, no, we take someone from a coastal destroyer division. And then the coastal destroyer division gets the below average. Or an incompetent. I'll give a coastal destroyer division an incompetent. Basically put the incompetence on the trade protection ships. Maybe that's not a good call, but ah well. Yeah, so I'm assessing the situation. I do have some additional monthly balance, and I probably need to get something updated here. So I see the Cosmos and Trouts have slowed down. How fast can I actually rebuild these things too? Let's say I do a replace machinery. Can I get 28 knots? I can. Can I get 29? It would be overweight, but yeah, okay. So hypothetically, these could go 29. So we could do diesels on them. I assume we cannot do gas turbines. I'd have to upgrade the radar. And we're already like very, very, very overweight. Um, oh, it didn't have cross-deck fire. Okay. What if I did 4-inch autoloaders? Might consider going only 28 knots. That does sufficiently modernize these cruisers. I'll consider how many guns I need to have in a moment. Heavy SSM, I do think I want a couple tubes of this sort. I'm not sure I want reloads on these, but yeah, I'll do that. I'll get rid of the X gun, put that there. Air capacity 1, put a helipad, and see if I can get a medium SAM somewhere. Edit reloads, let's go down to 10. Let's see how that, okay, no. Get back up. I need to shave some weight off of this. Yeah, medium SAMs are just so expensive. Yeah, they're so heavy. It reloads down to 10. That does save me some weight. Um, okay, so I could probably do something like this. I'll move that to a be superimposed MSAM though. And it reloads. Go down to, maybe we'll try 11. It reloads 12. It reloads 13. Okay, so we can do 13 reloads on the medium SAM. This kind of butchers these cruisers, but oh well. Actually, no, I'm gonna do 10. I'm gonna do 10 reloads on the medium SAM, and I'm gonna see if I can get that. No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, we'll do 13 reloads then. Trying to think if I could get the radar limit up more. Let's try 11. Let's try 11 reloads and we can get the ASW mortar rockets too. Definitely not the best refits ever, but ah well. You know, I have money. I have the ability to do this. I need more missile ships. Um, and you know, these things are pretty aging, so like, you get something useful out of an old hull. Okay, let's put the medium SAM there. Funnel wise, alright, hold on. Where's my second funnel? Where's my second funnel? Oh, there. Okay. I'm gonna trunk it all back into that funnel. Yeah. Okay, boat-wise, I'm gonna move the boats further back. These are 25-foot with ends, I believe, right? Yes. So this section back here is getting the boats now. I will rebuild all this. I'll get rid of structure 5. Mess. Okay, you know what? Hmm. Okay. I do want to make changes. So rangefinder, remove that rangefinder. I'm gonna keep that one. That one I'm fine with. Fine with that. I'm gonna remove the forward mast. Okay. I could add more points. Do that, but I don't know what the point is. All right, so structure 3 is probably like the one I'm actually going to redo here. So I'm going to go back. Structure 3, I'm going to do something like that. Okay. Good start for structure 3. And then structure 5 will have to be more of like the superstructure on top of that. And of course, there is going to be a helipad astern now. Let me just put that in. We'll do maybe like a 45 by, nope, smaller one. Uh, 40 by 40? Sure, that'll work. Center octa. And then put a little helicopter on that. Actually, is helicopter one smaller? Or is that larger? That's larger. Okay, turret era. I'm gonna do late dreadnought turrets to officially update them. I mean, she's becoming an anti-missile cruiser now, so, or not an anti-missile cruiser. She's becoming a missile cruiser now. Not the greatest missile cruiser of all time, but certainly a missile cruiser. Ooh, we could also, we'll want to. No, it does mean I could fit more on. Like that at the very least gets the extra or the radar limit up. But it would make her burn. It would make these old ships burn easier. How old are they? 1912. I think I'm gonna skip the aluminum superstructure to avoid the fire hazard. So then, of course, a nice little rebuilt bridge area. Um, then I want to make it look like the funnel is somewhat trunked. Do that. Then back here, kind of do this. Okay then, so I want to start doing, I would say rectangle squares. I might actually try some CV elevators though. Try like a 22 by 40, see how big that is. That's actually pretty big. Bigger than I expected. 20 by 41 would be the smallest of these. And that's still really big. Let's try... the octagons are big. Hexagon? No, hexagon, really? I think some of the CV islands are pretty good. Although a lot of them are really big. Three. Yeah, CV Island 3 is a pretty good part. I'm gonna remove that for now, but I think I want to include that in. So 3B is like what's below that, I assume. Island 4 is massive. Island 5 is kind of big. 6. Yeah, okay. A lot of those are just kind of too big. The cruciform elevators, which I don't think are great looking. What if I do... How large is this? That would be a funny bit to incorporate into the superstructure, but... No, hold on. Let's set the rest angle back to 0. I have a stupid idea of incorporating this. And it might just work. That doesn't look awful. Okay, yeah, so on top of this, I probably need an antenna. Hold on. French Cold War cruiser. Cold War cruisers of France. So there's they operate 3. Um, hold on. Let me do French Cold War destroyer. The Cold War naval ships of France. Cold War destroyers of France, which are T-47 and T-53. A lot of these other cruisers are grass is commissioned at about the right time. Okay, let me get the rangefinder. So we'll put a rangefinder there. I need some radar. Although I do want some masts going in. Oh, there's a specific triangle piece that I was using for masts, right? What about this? Here's an idea. Why don't I try to disguise this jet as a mast? Um, I think it's just a little bit too big though. Can I make it? No, no, I'm getting rid of it. Remove the jet. Although I do have my own planes here, but yeah, no, they're not. No, that's not the purpose of them. There is a specific shape. I'm trying to remember where it is. I think the artillery base can be good, but it's a little small. Might be like, it's a CV part. I don't think it's any of the anchor chains. I think I tried those. I don't think it's any of the antennas. As you can tell, I am very much shaking off the rust right now in terms of actual building ships. Um, I have the helipad center octa. That's too big. Don't stack teardrop shapes there. Okay, well, let's try this. Yeah, that triangle platform is massive. Maybe it doesn't work on a ship this small. Oh! Oh, the file folders work now. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice, actually. That is actually good to know. So what is the CV radius? Oh, it's that thing. LAA1's a little too small. How's... Okay, yeah, that's a massive elevator. Ops, do... Oh! This. Although in this case, it's probably a little too big. Yeah. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is we'll get a breakwater. Um, maybe a 30 foot. Put the breakwater back here. I'll get a circle. Maybe a 25 footer. That's too big. I'll get a 16 footer. That too big? That's still too big. Go with the 12 footer. Yeah, that's like right around the size I want. Does that look better on top or on the bottom? I'll put that on top and have another one kind of on top of that. Okay, so then what I want to do now is I want to find a radar or the antenna. We're going to do antenna B, 18 foot. Set that up about there. No, I'll do a B smaller one. The smaller one. I'll do a 13-footer. All right. And then I probably want a mass tripod or not. I definitely want a piece up here to something, but I might do just a depth charge rack solid. Although that's just a little too small, I think. Okay, so I will do mast. Mast tripod for DDs. Let's try small first. That looks okay. And then on top of that, I can do the depth charge rack, medium, or solid. And if I can get something else on, I'm wanting to put something over down here. Which I'm unsure what that'll be. I should do like light anti-aircraft or something else. Oh, and want a deck ventilator. Okay, what is this square mass thing I made? Not great for this. We could do a rectangle. Maybe an 8-footer. I'll do a 6-foot. Rectangle square 6-foot. Out there. Okay. There we go. I think that's the rebuild to the Cosmo class cruisers. Gonna be diesel now, get 28 knots. Have medium SAM, couple of handful of 4-inch guns, and some missiles. It'll put me, you know, money-wise, it won't be good, but, it'll be fine. We'll be able to build those. And then that's 10 months out. Monthly balance is negative right now, and it's going to be negative for another 5 months until the rebuilds on Normandy and Clemenceau are complete. And then I'm probably going to want to send something like Devastation in. Right, saving takes longer. Submarine-wise, we're not really building anymore. My earliest ones are from 1930. I'll probably leave those in service. Alright, let's make some progress here. And this will get more of the fleet updated. Um, don't do it. Heavy SAM mounts. Okay, interesting. I want to try to avoid a war with Britain if at all possible. Where'd my money go? How's my research right now? 10%. Where'd my money go? I was only down 1,500. I don't know what changed. German scientists also apparently have heavy SAM. Assigned commander, so Dunkirk needs a new commander. Maybe that's what changed. Some commanders got promoted. Don't have a good above average, don't have brilliant, so do we have an average in charge of a coastal destroyer division? No, we don't. We have a speed enthusiast in charge of a division. Not like you can do much damage right now. First cruiser needs a new commander. I do have brilliance and damage control experts. Um, I'm not sure I want them in first cruiser. I think I'd rather take somebody from, like, I don't know, first battle. Actually, who's in fourth battle? Oh, first battle. I want to take whoever's in first battle, Div. I want you. And then who's in charge of first battle, Div? Take the brilliant damage control expert. Um, and then 17th Destroyer Div needs a new commander. Get that unknown captain. We need a new commander here. Do I have a good pick? No, I don't. Can I promote someone from a worse ship? But these are the modernized DeVoe class, so I probably don't need somebody from, like, say, a de Goitois. Although those might actually see service. Um, Maybe the Eiley class is the one I focus on removing someone from. Okay, so I see Gasson, above average. That's the guy I probably want to bring up. He is actually on a... Oh, he's on the Dupetitois, not a de Goitois. Okay. Then you need a new commander, which will be that guy. Cool. Alright. Save, and go another turn. We've made it to 1956. Relations between Russia and Japan are very tense. Unexpected talents, good. Some guys have shown themselves to be of certain abilities. Awesome. Oh hey, I think someone just sold a ship, right? C.L. Galveston got sold to Spain. Okay. So now I'm curious. So that's what Spain just got from America. Interesting. Okay. I will say though, I think Clemenceau and Normandy, I'm gonna have to immediately send them into rebuild again to get a helipad. um, Possible I want to try to avoid war with Britain and then encourage it with either Germany or Italy. I could take a prestige hit to get some more budget. I think I need that right now. Yeah, yeah, I need the budget. I've been running into budget issues lately. Yeah, Britain's a tough fight. Germany's actually a really tough fight because they have a lot of carriers. Yeah, if I go to war with Germany, I think I gotta refit my carriers. Oh my, yeah, Germany has like a similar budget to Britain. I have a much larger fleet, but yeah. Italy's catching up to... Oh my god, I'm behind Okay, I'm behind Germany, Britain, Japan, and America in terms of budget. And Italy's close. Does Germany have... They are getting some large jet capable carriers into service. With any of these opponents, it is a tough fight. Those are smaller carriers that Britain is building. This is not... Yeah, this is not going to be an easy fight, whoever I pick to fight. I have the alliance with America, which still has a lot of battleships in service. I mean, I do too, so... I mean, we did beat up Germany recently. I would have that advantage in, gun duels, but, probably not in the carrier department quite yet. So 2 turns into Clemenceau Normandy. I will save money. No, I need ships out now. All right. Ermensch Foch. Well, not airman, or not airman Fosh. Airmensch and Yawn. What needs to happen to you is you need a missile launcher. How much is a heavy SAM? Well, it's very heavy. Um, yeah. We cannot change this, right? No, I can't. I cannot. Light anti-aircraft's not great at this point. We can probably get rid of some of that. I know it's not, or the game doesn't. Oh, hold on, hold on. I've got to clear these mounts. Because these do not belong on there anymore. Then just cut it down to 2-inch. Okay, so let's say I cut that down to like 8. I mean, the 3-inch don't weigh all that much, though. Per thing. Might have to cut out a jet. Cut out a jet for the SAM. Um, okay, so edit reloads. Let's try maybe 16. Let's try 14. And then I'm gonna. Okay, let's see where these are positioned. I'll get rid of F and G. There we go. Now we've got the mass to play with. There we go. We've got 9 radar-directed medium anti-aircraft guns still. Oh, hold on. Why did one of my turrets move? This one moved. It's supposed to be back here. And then asymmetric turret positions. ST is supposed to be over here. I've cut out a jet. Cut out 2 of the 3-inch. And we can get a medium SAM on her. Graphics wise, yeah, I already have max pieces of equipment on ship, so don't know where else to stick one or stick anything. Actually, can I? No, this is one of those ships I already redesigned, so the SAM's just not going to be a visual mount. Yeah, I think right now what I need to do on these carriers is I need SAMs. I need surface air missiles. So the other model of Foch rebuild is this one, and it's very similar. should go to spacious accommodation though. Cut out a couple planes. Need the medium SAM. I'm gonna edit reloads down to 14 again. Just to kind of like make this a little easier to get. Alright, so asymmetric turret positions is on. Delete F. Delete G. Okay, so we wind up with a very, very similar ship. I think basically the same stats, actually. So performance-wise, this brings Foch and Le Havre to the same standard as their two sisters. So these ships will once again perform about identically. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna accelerate the construction on these guys too, just to try to get them done sooner. So that'll get me the Foch class rebuilt. Like if I wind up in a war against Germany, hopefully, I'll have those 7 carriers. That'll be 11. Hopefully, I will have like 12 viable carriers in a fight against Germany. I'd love to get the older 2 rebuilt as well, but that would be a little tricky. Clemenceau and Normandy are 2 months away from completion, but I am probably going to have to chuck them back in to get a helipad, as well as the battleship Devastation. Actually, because I'm on such a timestamp, or, such a tight time span right now, I think I do just chuck Devastation in to, get one. Alright, so you're going to receive a helipad and remove the catapults. Probably need the extra radar. She's not going to need that many light anti-aircraft guns. Maybe I'll change her SecBat down to like 4-inch mounts. Ships without hangar can only have 1 helicopter. I'd love to get a hangar on her, but God, look at how expensive that is, and we're gonna need a surface air missile on this thing too. Because let's say I go, yeah, I cannot. Like I can't afford that particularly well. Let's do like 10 light anti-aircraft and see how that changes the mass. Alright, clear the missile tubes. Can only operate 1 helicopter from her, I think, if I'm gonna do this. But I probably need that medium SAM. Now I'm curious, what does a heavy SAM look like? It would be nice to try out a heavy SAM on Devastation. God, she's so overweight. Let's say I cut those back to 4-inch. Let's try... Yeah, it's so difficult to actually fit this in. And keeping her guns. I might wait until she gets an engine rebuild. Oh, no wonder it's her machinery that's doing it. Yeah, I don't think there's a point to trying to get Devastation up to that standard. Um Oh, Corbeil is a mess too. Yeah, all these ships are just really overweight now. Um, One interesting thought is removing the F and K turrets on, say, Dunkirk and Nantes, and properly refitting or properly refitting them. Another thought is I could chuck Strasbourg in, get rid of her side turrets, and that gives me a lot of room. That gives me a lot of room to like seriously rebuild the battle cruiser. Only TDS 1 does hurt a bit, but um, could be another gun arm or another heavy gun arm ship. Going against Britain, she's completely not relevant at this point. Um, Going against Germany, though, they only have one left. So that depends. If I think I'm going to war with Britain, my priorities right now, obviously Clemenceau, Normandy, Richelieu, Jean Bar. Toulouse, Toulouse would still be very important. Paris, Triumphant, Corbeil, Alsace, and Devastation. Those would be the primary ships. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would give me really like 10 powerful ships to Britain's 12. If I think I'm going to go to war against Germany or Italy, their heavy cruiser fleets would make me want to not prioritize um, refitting the strongest battleships in the fleet, but would rather make me want to prioritize, say, the older battle cruisers, the ones that can tangle a little bit better with armored cruisers. How much is refit on Aquaton? Now curious. So Toulouse is one of those battle cruisers that didn't actually receive great upgrades, right? Didn't actually receive the missile upgrades that the other ships did. Um, I am gonna probably have to go to a better or completely rebuilt SecBat here. Okay, you know what? What I'm curious about. Well, let's say I go to Strasbourg and I get rid of F and G. Wait, no. Open design for rebuild. So let's say we get rid of F and G turrets. That doesn't take that long. What does adding a helipad do? That doesn't take too long. It's the missiles which take long, right? Yeah. Topside weight limit exceeded even on this. Um, like, I know that at some point I'm gonna have to do this rebuild to Strasbourg. Right now she doesn't need an engine refit. She will eventually. I mean, Dunkirk and Nantes do. Strasbourg doesn't. So I could, this is not, it is not awful to try to get Strasbourg up to date. Alright, so I'm gonna cut the torpedo tubes down. On her, I'm gonna cut the light anti-aircraft guns down to 8. I'm going to mess with her secondary battery. Do I want 4-inch? This is actually a pretty expensive refit looking at it now. I might go with greater numbers of 4-inch guns. I'll probably keep the heavier load. Um, Okay, missile launchers, heavy surface ship missile. Let's try D&E. Can't really get reloads on these. I don't think I want them though. So I'm guessing that these turrets don't actually take up that much topside load compared to other stuff. Like this is just losing 2 turret mounts. It's not an it is pretty expensive though, and it does take 8 months. But the ship I get on the other end, you know, initial strike of 8 missile, what I might do is I might edit the reloads of this. Let's try maybe 15. Hold on, no edit reloads. Okay, so at 20, yeah, okay, it seems like the reloads aren't really changing the topside capacity at all. Interesting. They do on these, right? Yeah, they do. So we can get full ones of those. We can get the 2 helicopters on board. Um, just upgrade the SecBat. I don't think it's like the ultimate rebuild on Strasbourg, but this does get me a relevant ship. It's not cheap. I don't have to do an engine rebuild though. I get her in 8 months. And I mean, that is a tasty missile salvo, but I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no to that. It's certainly a consideration. Certainly a consideration. Um, so I'm trying to think which ones of these still need refits. So Leon Gambetta did get a major rebuild. Um, Ob's starting to slow down again, unfortunately. I mean, these recently got rebuilds enough for me to consider them in active service. How are the Algeries looking? Not bad for trying to get like a helipad on board. These would actually be a really easy rebuild. Um, Alright, let's try a medium SAM in the W position. Weight remaining is not great. Oh yeah, okay, this is where these things are kind of compromised. I do want, where did oh, I put the missile launchers back there. Put this, so I increase the tubes on those 2, and then I delete these 2 launchers. And then edit reloads, I'm gonna go down to 14. We'll go down to like 12 of those missiles. I'll decrease to triple torpedo tubes. I'll decrease to doubles. You got double torpedo tubes. Where do I get more mass back? Get rid of that. That doesn't help much. Okay, that's what I do. And then I ditch a medium anti-aircraft gun. I cut out an electro-optical director. No, I'll keep two. I'll keep two. Topside load. Yeah, so design is a little top-heavy right now. Where do I get just a little bit of less top heaviness? So let's say I edit the reloads of these down to 10. Does that change it? It does not. I think that's what I do is I cut out a medium anti-aircraft gun. And then I think we're good. So autoloading 4 quality 2-inch SecBat this is going to be a little bit of an expensive rebuild on these ships, but you know, I'll get very good heavy cruisers in the end. Very effective heavy cruisers. Okay, so let's position the missile here. Probably want it somewhere there. I do think that this is probably worthwhile doing. Move or remove the float planes. I'll leave the cranes, but I'm going to use that for boats. Actually, I'll probably move the missiles over here. Where is catapults? Catapult rotating, catapult rotating. Yeah, okay. So missile-wise, position the missile tubes all around there. Okay, graphics. I'm gonna try a CV elevator. I like this. I think I need a bigger CV elevator, actually. Like a 30 by 40, maybe? Yeah, okay, to mount that on, then I need a helipad astern. Probably on a pretty big one, actually. Here, I'll shift the torpedo positions, too. Um, yeah, they can also be more midships. Goes a little forward. All right. I'll do a bigger center square. Then helicopter 1. Actually, no, I'll do a helicopter 2. All right, there we go. Rebuilds to the Algerie class. Yeah, this should get them up to standard. Yeah, that should help. It is going to be very expensive for a bit. Although, I am going to get those two Clemenceau class done. Aircraft types, jet attack is in progress. Okay, who has no commander assigned? 7th Destroyer. We could get an unknown. I'm willing to get an unknown in charge. Wait, what? Okay, so that's a ship without a commander, yes. Lanoy has no commander. I'll get an unknown on you. Marseille, yeah, we'll eat Marseille. You can get an unknown. Right. War has broken out between Japan and Russia. Steel shortages have delayed the construction of some of my ships. All relations. Okay, so Japan and Russia are at war. Now, I'm on good terms with each of them. Russia has an alliance with Austria, which has an alliance with Britain. I have an alliance with America. American tensions with Germany are pretty high. And Germany has an alliance with Italy. So it's very possible we see the war with Germany and Italy flare up again after, 5 years. Um, oh, good. We're building we're getting the Foches rebuilt quicker. Snare is 6 months away from completing. I think these got staggered a little bit because, I decided to rush some things. 9th Coastal. Air Coastal, who cares? Get up below average. He's an aviator, so he might actually be somewhat worth it. And then Friant needs a new commander. Actually, fine. Take an unknown from a destroyer division. Then you grab one from a coastal destroyer division. Wait, no, we do have an average sitting here, so you can be in charge of that destroyer division. And actually, one of the carriers doesn't have a commander. So never mind about that. We have an above average in charge of his destroyer, so go on the carrier. The destroyer. We have someone unknown in charge. Okay, grab one from that coastal div. Assign a guy to this coastal div. I want to make sure anything going on with Amara? Okay, okay. So America sells Spain a cruiser and then Spain scraps it. Rebuild here you. Stuff's refitting. An admiral retired. So wait, no, hold on. Rank. Ability, rank. Okay, so we do have West Africa, Indian Ocean, the Caribbean to fill. And I do have like 3 guys I can put in charge of each of them. So what would be important in a potential war? I think Indian Ocean does wind up being pretty important. Um Actually, hold on, hold on. Okay. So we have an unknown in charge of Northern Europe. So I'm gonna move him. Let's move him to the Caribbean. And then because of that, I can get an above average in charge of Northern Europe. And then maybe another one in charge of the Indian Ocean in case the war goes over there. Actually, if it's against Germany, though, West Africa... Yeah, I think Indian Ocean's probably a little more important. Alright, let's go one more turn. Covenso has finished reconstruction. Yeah, sure, let's increase our cooperation. So I got, her back into service. We'll go 2 more turns. So 9th Coastal. Sure, you can get a rando. Do I have any ships? 2 carriers, including Mistral. Alright, so I'm gonna grab that guy from Jaffa. Okay, CV. That CV's rebuilding right now. Right? Yeah. I'll grab from her. Those won't be as good of ships. Jaffa needs a new commander. So yeah, that guy in charge of 6 coastal destroyer I'll put on Jaffa, and then we'll get a new person in charge of 6 coastal. Don't really have a lot of good choices for, so I guess you get that. Um, so if I do normal construction pace on it, does it really change anything anymore? I'll do accelerate on Foch then. Okay, we're keeping tensions with Britain at a reasonable level. Fuck. Okay, new prototypes. That's so gonna increase tensions with Britain though. I'm only taking the gunboat because like I cannot handle more tensions with Britain. I'm not ready for a war with them yet. All right, bomb load wise, it looks like we are improving. Missile wise, you know, obviously, what's gonna be important is speed and range. These are not as long range as the one I currently have in service. Um, although this one's pretty close. I think it's the right pick. I think the Farman is the right pick here. Improved model of our old float plane scout. Yep, that's not good. That's really not good. That's not good. I don't need that. Britain, please, not now. Not now, Britain. Aircraft types. Okay. What would new proposals be? So I'm not going to be operating dive bombers anymore. Float plane scouts are still kind of in service. We got light jets. Yeah, we have some recent light jet fighters. We have a couple of heavy jet fighters from last year. We do have a helicopter. I think maybe another helicopter. Um, I mean, the other thought would be a naval patrol aircraft. But I think the helicopter is going to be more important. I'll get double range on the helicopter. Um, I will go one more turn. One more turn, and we'll see Jean Bar and Normandy recommission. There we go. I'll take the budget and prestige it. Jet bombers, medium bombers carry 2 missiles. Improved heavy jet fighter model. Awesome. All right, there we go. Yeah, tensions with Britain are high. Uh, ships are being rebuilt at the moment. New construction is underway. I'm probably going to have to start activating the Navy and making decisions on what needs to be active, what needs to be going into rebuild. Um, yeah. Yep, some of the ships are going to be a bit out of date, unfortunately. And it looks like my commander corps is starting to have a serious brain drain. Um, oh, I have a guy here. Yeah, sure, we'll take you. And I'll just get some guys in charge, so. Oh my god, the amount of brilliance we now have. Yeah, let's get this fixed. Let's get all this done. Alright, so. Third escort cruiser. Can't assign a commander. Yep, fine. Third light cruiser needs a commander. Which I think we will just do an above average. I want to see if I can grab someone from one of the carrier divisions. Actually, let's get a new carrier division. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. The ninth carrier. I want that brilliant aviator in charge. That for now is going to be Mistral. That will be Tonnerre once she commissions. So second cruiser, I'm going to grab probably the above average damage control expert from second battle. And then second battle can then get a brilliant commander. Third escort cruiser cannot get a commander. So there we go. We got some of the brilliance assigned. 16th coastal cannot be assigned a commander, so that's fine. They did kind of get rid of the empty ship division commander things, but it seems like if it already has a commanding officer, it doesn't cause any issues. So, yeah, next turn I will decide what to use the money on, which I think is going to be starting to activate units. I think next episode is going to be preparing for war. So, yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been me, No Name 17 Spore with Rule the Waves 3. There will be a link to my Discord down below if you want to join that, as well as a link to a Rule the Waves Discord, which is, the main place. Well, it's a community Rule the Waves Discord. It's not the official place to talk about Rule the Waves, but it's kind of like the main place too. You can also go to the Matrix Discord. But the community one, it's unofficial but officially recognized. So with that, I will see you all later. Yeah, thank you very much, Matrix Slytherin and Naval Warfare Simulations for the free copy of this so long ago. And I actually, oh god, I gotta prepare for May, don't I? I gotta prepare for May. That's coming up soon. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, I'll see you all next time. Bye!